Hi, it's Jan Beta, and it's been a while since I did an unboxing of something. This here is a very special one for me, and I'm really looking forward to opening this package here. It came from Dennis, who is also known as Retro Game Revival on YouTube, and you should definitely check out his channel, which is linked in the corner and in the description of this video. Because not only because he's awesome for sending this to me, which is the most incredible donation I ever got, I think, but he also makes very good videos. So yeah, his videos are mostly concerned with gaming consoles, a bit different from my content. That's why he gave this to me in the end, because he thought he would never really put it to good use, and it would be in better hands with me. And I hope it will be. I know it will be. So without much ado, let's just open this up, because I can barely. Yeah, I just came home from work. Basically, this is the first thing I do before even eating or anything. So let's open this up. By the way, this is very nice packaging with gaffer's tape. That's always a good way. And we were like tweeting back and forth the last couple of days, because we were both following the tracking for this one. And we both couldn't wait until it reaches its destination. So it is. And it seems that it arrived in one piece. Oh, that's good. That's good. This might give it away already for those of you who are in the know. Nice. So I'm actually going to start with this here. One of these alone would have been an amazing donation, because they are rare and get harder and harder to find, especially if they are in good working condition. By the way, I don't know in which condition. I know the optical condition of this stuff, but I don't know if it's in working condition. So this should give you some hints to what the rest of the package is. Wow. I honestly never thought I would touch one of these. Or own. It's mine now. It's basically, wow. Okay, it's just wow. And there's a disc. So you probably know where this is going by now. If you are a fan of this channel and know anything about vintage computers, you probably know where this is going. Anything. So there we are. Main attraction. This has been packed by somebody who received and sent a lot of parcels with retro stuff in there. Very well done. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. And it comes with the original power cable as well. Nice. Wow. Okay. Okay, spoilers. That's what it is. There we go. Oh, and something. It came a bit loose here. I hope it's no. Okay, but we can probably, hopefully fix that. I think the drive inside came loose or something. It is, of course, obviously. It is a Commodore Amiga. From the time when the Amiga was just called Amiga, because there was only one, which was this one. This model, not this exact one. There were plenty of these. Yeah, this is in what later became known as the Amiga 1000. And it's the beginning of the Amiga era. This is the first Amiga model that came to market. And yeah, I find this pretty amazing. And I always wanted to own one, ever since I first saw these in magazines and stuff. They were hilariously expensive in the beginning, so nobody or very few people bought them. and it wasn't a big hit with Commodore. These came out in 1985, can you believe it? And basically this is the same architecture as the later Amigas, but they did like a cost reduction on the Amiga 500 and 2000, and they were a lot more successful than this one, even though this is a beautiful, beautiful form factor, beautiful machine. And this also comes with the RAM expansion. So this was the slot for the RAM expansion, which is basically, I think, the same slot that is on the side of the Amiga 500, is this front-loading slot, which normally has a cover, which didn't come with this one. We have to replace that. There's quite some restoration work to be done with this, but it's very well worth it, and I'm going to do a nice restoration on this. This is just the unboxing. So, wow. Yeah. I'm a bit speechless. This is so amazing. Thank you so much, Dennis. This is like, I'm having quite a moment here. So let's get rid of all this bubble wrap stuff here. Doesn't do the machine justice. And as I said, Dennis didn't even turn this on. So he got this with like a huge haul of retro stuff and consoles and stuff, and he was more interested in the consoles than in the Amiga. So it was just sitting at his place for a year or so, and he was thinking about giving it to me, actually, as he told me. And then now he finally decided, because it was sitting there for a year, he finally decided to give it to me. Which is just, it's just simply amazing. I can't believe it. It's really cool. So, again, thank you. And I think I want to have a quick look inside. And that's about... And then maybe even power it on. If it looks good from inside. Let's have a look inside. So I guess to open these you have to, yeah, there's screws on the bottom here. Okay. So yeah, let's undo the screws here. We have to fix this anyway, so. So there's two screws on the front here that I think hold the front bezel here, that I'm also going to remove. Need a smaller screwdriver. Yeah, these are smaller screws. There's another screw I didn't get. Let's turn this around. We should be able to lift this. Another screw. Okay, there's some hinging going on there. Wow! So, and here's, I don't know if you can see it properly, I'm just going to try to hold it in the light. There's all the signatures of the design team that was involved in designing the Amiga in the top case here. And these are metal threaded screws, or at least there's some metal, yeah, they are not really threaded, but this like metal clamps that clamp into the plastic. Pretty nice design. So this looks a whole lot different than the later Amiga models, obviously. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There's the processor. There's our disk drive, there's something rattling around in there. There might just be the knob. We're gonna see about that. Wow. The circuit board alone, it looks so elegant, much more like the older computers of the 80s. The Amiga 500 and 2000 have like a similar board design, but this is something completely different. And the chips are in different packages and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in more detail in another video. This is just meant to be an unboxing kind of thing, I guess. So, that's the drive connector. This is it's just amazing. I can't. So here's my main point of concern. This is actually from June 86, it seems. So it's nearly, let me think, 33 years old. Yeah, we have like May 2019. Yeah, this is a 33 years old machine. Yeah. Amazing. So it all looks pretty good actually. The power supply, which is in this metal box here, I don't know if it's still good, but I guess we're going to find out. I think maybe we can have a squiz inside if we just open this up. Maybe there's just these two screws here. Might actually be. Let's try. Okay, this definitely hasn't been opened. The screws were in there pretty tightly. Yeah, it just comes off. Nice. So we can have a squiz inside the power supply here. Caps look good. Yep, this looks pretty good. So this is impossible to film because I only can open this at an angle. But as you can see, maybe, the capacitors in there all look pretty good. And there's no burned components or anything. So that's a good thing. It smells really fresh as well, so no burnt electronic smell or anything. So I might just fire this up and see if it works. Okay, one thing that's probably impossible to see, but maybe you can just see it right there. This eject button fell into the drive actually and stuck there. So what I'm going to do is to use my tweezers to try and pick it up and put it back there. And I actually don't know if this happened in shipping or if it just was something that happened a long time before or something. Oh, just fell into it deeper. There we are. Huh. There we are! Yoo-hoo! Got it! Okay, kind of works. I think there might be a little piece of plastic missing. It's a bit wonky. But it kind of works. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to be, I guess. Yeah, I kind of want to try if this works. So reassembled it, or at least halfway. Still have to find out something with this floppy disk drive knob here. The plastic is pretty brittle and there's a couple of broken pieces in there, so that's gonna be a challenge, but hey, it's an Amiga 1000 and it's all mine. Thank you very much. So let's see, I want to connect the keyboard. Doesn't look too bad from the inside, doesn't look too bad from the outside. There's the power switch. Where's the power connect? Okay, so here's the moment, and that's going to be the finale of the video, I guess. The moment of truth, where I decide, or where the system itself decides whether this is going to be a series of repairs or a pure restoration. So let's see. We have fan spin, we have a picture, we have a grey screen. Grey screen isn't too bad. Now we have a white screen. Okay, it takes a while, it seems. It totally works. And some of you might know that these older machines don't have the kickstart. So I need a kickstart disk to boot the Kickstart from disk, so I'm able to load something from disk. Wow. This has like a main sport fan in it for the power supply. And this is quieter than the Amiga 2000. So well designed is it. And it has significant airflow. It's a bit wonky, you can hear it rattling a bit. But this totally works. This is so exciting. Nice. Lovely. And as it so happens, I have this Amiga Kickstart 1.3 disc, which came with the Kickstart 1.3 ROM that my father bought back in the day for the Amiga 500 that you saw me restorating in some of the last videos. So this is as close to the Amiga 1000 I'd ever thought I'd get. But now I have this, and this fits into this, and it needs this, so probably, maybe, we are going to be able to boot this. Exciting times. Okay, inserting the Kickstart disk. Let's see if it still does anything. Come on. Okay, so the disk drive might be a tad wonky. Ah. Okay. I can't believe I'm hitting an Amiga 1000. But that's what I did. Yeah, anyway, the disk drive is one of the less painful things to repair, I guess. So oh boy, am I excited that this thing at least halfway works. This is amazing. I think this is why... Oh! No, it seeks the disk drive. Ah, it's still looking for a Kickstart. Okay, so probably... It doesn't see the disk. Thank you so much, Dennis. There's going to be more restoration videos on the main channel about this. So much for now. This was just quick, or not quite so quick, unboxing, because I'm really excited. There's so much scheduled for the next weeks that there won't be any Amiga 1000 videos for a while, I guess. I'm definitely going to do some major restoration work on this one and probably repair the disk drive, which is one of the lesser things to repair, I guess. One of the least painful things to repair. The other stuff, we have a picture. The power supply seems to work. The picture is pretty brilliant, by the way. Yeah, it should all work, basically. So, thank you again, Dennis. You other people, go check out Dennis' YouTube channel, please. And I'm definitely going to link it again in the first real channel video I'm doing about this. Thank you all so much for your support. And stay tuned for more on this and on other machines. Thanks. See you all soon. Bye.